This is what we call
Hater shit.
There is no better term.
Literally, someone pooped into Xavier's chancla.
Okay, so I was able to see the end. I was able to see most of this, I believe, but I'm just gonna add the beginning to what I had. So that way y'all can at least watch all of it.
Someone pooped into Xavier's chancla. So that's lovely. Someone else brought us a pancake and half of an omelet of some kind. I'm drinking Metamucil because I, from sleeping in this tent, cannot poop when I need to poop. And what ends up happening is that in addition to the 5 months of baby that I've got.
So I'm so okay. First of all, there was no need for her to go live to talk about her situation whenever she could just turn to Xavier and talk to him about it. Why don't you just go find somewhere to go to the bathroom? Why are you holding that in? Like, yeah, no, that's not good. And then I'm also wondering, like, whenever she says that people, like, you know, this lady brought us, you know, pancakes and a omelet or whatever. So do people just, like, see them on the street and then whenever they come back out, they, like, give them something? Or do these people, like, see them often type thing? Or is it like I kind of know you situation, you know?
Right here, there's also then about 5 pounds of poop from not having...
Xavier's smoking right there. Whenever I was on there, you could tell he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing something. Right now, it looks like he's smoking.
Regular access to a restroom, and having to hold it for so long. So it's incredibly uncomfortable. Xavier and I could not get inside and lay down until almost 2:30 in the morning or 2 in the morning.
Okay, and this is where I started. So it wasn't much. I'll probably talked more than she did. How about that? I'm really curious why, like, whenever she's like, we couldn't get in until 2 or 2:30 in the morning. Like, what do you mean you couldn't get in? What were you doing? How can you not get into your tent? Go find a spot and lay down.
Of poop from not having regular access to a restroom, and having to hold it for so long. So it's incredibly uncomfortable. Xavier and I could not get inside and lay down until almost 2:30 in the morning or 2 in the morning. Last night I was woken up around 7:30 or 8. I had a really weird dream. It sounded like almost a direct audio recording of my daughter, the youngest daughter, Alexis, saying, Mommy, you go to work and I go with Lela, and then you're coming to pick me up? And I said, yes, baby, go get your shoes and give them to Bibi to put them on. And she said, okay. And Bibi was like, I'm not ready yet. And Bebe was like, I'll do it. Alexis, just go get your shoes. And Alexis was like, okay, Bebe. Like, in her, like, 4-year-old voice. And all the kids were there. Viviana was irritated with the situation, but, like, just an eye roll. Louis was, like, also, like, whatever, I'll just do it. Alexis was just so, like, what's going on? You know, I'm going to go to Lila's, and then you're going to pick me up after work. And that was just basically, like, a dialogue that took place maybe a couple times a week, replaced work with whatever was going on. The only time I left my children was when they went to see their fathers. it was just a very disturbing way to wake up this morning on only 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I'm exhausted. I miss my kids. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, as I've said numerous times. But I just want to go home. And that's it. So that's the update for the day. Someone took a shit in Xavier's chanclas. I'm drinking Metamucil to poop. And I did poop yesterday, but it's like I need to poop daily, and it was like 4 days of not pooping. So anyone who knows anything about the human body knows that it is in our best interest to have regular bowel movements. Especially, and I know this sounds funny, but especially if you're not a person who has, you need to help yourself out a little. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying you're carrying around a lot of extra weight. Think about the physical action of what happens when you're having sex. As a woman, you are being penetrated in the area where your bowel is. So even though it's not that hole, there's a ruckus, a commotion is going on down there. So anything that would be too solid to pass naturally when you're having healthy sex is going to pass on its own after having sex, especially if you have sex regularly, if you're in a committed relationship, which I'm monogamous or abstinent most of the time since my last relationship. Xavier and I don't have sex with anyone else. But you can definitely tell when a woman has not had sex for a long time. She's so full of shit that her abdomen is hard and then puffy. So you have the bloating on top of the hardness. It's a terrible problem to have. It's not funny.
It's
not
true.
comfortable. Regular bowel movements are 100% necessary for life. Please. I need other things more than, or in equal amounts as regular bowel movements. As equally as important as it is to have regular access to an indoor toilet for bowel movements, it would be equally as important to not have urgency in my bowel when you finally decide to let me poop. So if you know I'm sleeping in a tent with no access or limited access to indoor plumbing overnight, especially, causing urgency in a bowel movement would force a desperate situation, probably a messy situation. I'm not alone here, right? So let's try to be respectful in what the fuck you losers are doing to people. I mean, have a little respect. My God, you want to talk about degrading and dehumanizing? Those are two very good examples of ways that you probably don't even realize you're degrading and dehumanizing everyone around you by making them sleep outdoors. It is not acceptable. So I don't know what the fuck we need to do about this, but we have to do something. This is so fucked up. So shout out to the lady with the pancake. Thank you so much. It was delicious. For real, thank you. If you want to bring one more, no, but for real though. If you guys are going broke like I was, I know you are, you have to get a thing of protein and just try making pancake stretch as long as possible and adding a half a scoop of fiber and a full scoop of protein and replacing one of your days of meals or one of your meals of the day with that. That helped me spread my meals a really long time when I was in the end stages before I completely started running out of money. And my communication with my sponsors was all cut off. So it's like what I've come to terms and conclusions with is that a bunch of influencers who do have sponsorship, the money gets sent as normal, but those influencers have been targeted and essentially kidnapped. Technologically, they are not able to reach their friends and family members or people who could help them. Law enforcement is typically boxed out, and it's typically better for law enforcement to take a more passive approach at resolving these issues in the sense that they'll hear everything that's going on if they're quiet enough to listen for just a few days. They'll easily be able to find out where the money is going, where it's supposed to be going. Some cases that have not been discovered for longer, like this has been going on for years for some influencers, and they still haven't been discovered. Their parents think they're okay. They think they're traveling. They still make their travel videos, but they're being oppressed in a lot of circumstances like this, intense, or even worse. And the money that's being sent to them as sponsorship opportunities, much like my own situation, is being intercepted by nefarious third parties. For me, I've never been sponsored for hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? My sponsors have been smaller, thousands of dollars, donations, clothes, things of that nature. But what happens is when these nefarious people around in the area find out that you're being sponsored in any way, even if it's just for a meal, they go after the person donating. And then they start telling that person, look, you're going to give me that money. Or they do it really low key and just intercept. If it's like a bank transfer or maybe like a donation. In my experience, Cash App has been the only app that I've not gotten fucked over with. No one has ever stolen $1 out of my Cash App, ever. I can't say the same about my bank account, and I definitely can't say the same about my bank account. I bank with PNC. I'll keep the money in one account and then cash it out to PNC literally right before I'm about to use the debit card. That's how bad it's gotten. But keep this in mind, you guys, if you're donating or you want to donate, or you're wondering, or you sent a donation, but you're like, I sent them something. They shouldn't be asking for help, or they shouldn't be sleeping in a tent. I sponsored that. Something is going on, something deeper, and law enforcement has to stay out but in. You know what I mean? So,
No,
all right, you guys,
know what
have
you
a good
mean.
day, please. I want to go see my children,
Outspin.
please, and I'm hungry to not have to beg for food. If that could be, arranged, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Love you. Heather Gillespie, Coco Show, YSL, GoPro Solo, and Xavier. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Shout out to Al Fanning.
Oh my gosh. Like, I hope she knows. They're gonna look up. Like, this is her resume, and she put up her, sorry, I'm looking at her medical office administration. That's Northwestern. Okay. Assisted doctors in various administrative and clinical roles. So was it like office work? And I'm not saying that to downgrade. Obviously, that's pretty much what I do. But I'm just saying that because of what she always says. Okay, she has renewable energy, of course. August, that's 3 months. August 2019 to October 2019. Under skills, she writes social media under all these. Okay, so what's kind of crazy and funny is she puts artist, Merciful Storm, GoPro Solo, self-employed, December 2016 to present, 6 years, 10 months, remote, skills, social media. So they're going to look that up. And then you know what they're going to see whenever they look that up. And do you really think I don't think they're going to they're not looking for that type. No offense, but if they wanted an escort, they would get an escort. Are you kidding me right now? Did she seriously? Heather Smith? You're a weird bitch.
Xavier's father was supposed to drop off the payment at 1 p.m. Also, like 3 days ago. Also, like a week ago. I have a show tomorrow at McCormick Place.
I'm sorry. I was really trying to hold in my laughter. Oh, I have a show at McCormick Place. Okay.
I'll post it. I want to attend this people's talk. They're giving a show or some sort of event, and I want to go there and
for people's talk and for some sort of event. She has no idea what she's talking about, or she's so high she doesn't even remember. And her eyes are freaking me out. I hate it whenever they're so white and big like that.
pass out this
Like, the outer part is like real white, and then the inner part is like black almost.
link from my previous page if you go there, the iCloud.com one, among other different things. But I have literally no clothes clean. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Go clean clothes.
We need to go to the laundromat, and I need to place this order.
Oh my gosh. I need to do laundry urgently. No word from anyone regarding repayment or sponsorship this week. Have you heard anything? Please send via Cash App. This is what I think she was trying to talk, what she was saying. Is Xavier's father nowhere to be found because he doesn't want us to have clean clothes to attend this event? Or is it a conspiracy? That is a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy that you think that Xavier's father would not meet you because he wouldn't want you to have clean clothes to go to the event. Believe me, I think Xavier's father is all for y'all to get the help, just get the hell on your feet and get the help that you need. I don't think he's in the way of that at all.
This is the real life Heather Coco Cinza. Dealing with the most oppressive circumstances. 20 weeks pregnant, really hungry. Awaiting Xavier's return.
Oh, I'll be talking in Australian now.
Good morning, you guys. It's about 5:30, 5:40. We got up around 5:15. We have to walk approximately, I'd say a little under 5 to 10 miles. I'll give you guys specifics later. We're going to an Aspire event for networking purposes. Look at how swollen my face looks. Don't mind me.
I'm like, for a split second, I was like, wow, I'm proud of her that she's waking up early and walking to this event. But then learning that it's like it's for like networking and probably like MLM, just type of bogus shit. It pisses me off because it's like you can wake up early and go to this stupid network thing, but you can't fucking get up and go get a damn job and start doing what you have to do so you can go see your kids. So you're not on the street going live every day and blaming everybody for you being homeless and talking about being stabbed, raped, bludgeoned. It's so crazy to me how much little effort you put into what you need to better yourself. But you would wake up early and go walk for an influencing, like, I'm not even going to say what I really want to say, but just being known like that really pisses me off. Like, you can't get up that early and go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, obviously you can apply online, but until then, go walk-ins. And I cannot believe that one person was like, you must be so old because what do you think, people can just walk in and get a job? Yes, people can walk in and have an interview on certain days and times. Yes, that still exists. Yes, call me old if you want to. But all I'm saying is there's no excuse for her not to have a job.
You guys, it's about 5:30, 5:40. We got up around 5:15. We have to walk approximately, I'd say a little under 5 to 10 miles. I'll give you guys specifics later. We're going to an Aspire event for networking purposes. Look at how swollen my face looks, don't mind me. I'm going to go in athletic gear. I don't really have a lot of clean clothes. I'm super just nervous about that, but I have to keep making effort and getting my story out. So we're going to go over there in athletic clothes, find a place to park our carts really neatly with the covers, and throw on some makeup and some, put an outfit together and go in and just network with the QR code. I don't even have printed business cards. Just get our name out there and just network. Practice re-socializing. We have been isolating, unintentionally and intentionally for a
I'm sorry, that just really pisses me off that her story and handing out freaking social network cards from your social media is more important than your kids. And doing what you have to do to, believe me, I don't think you should keep this baby. I think this baby deserves a better home and someone who will actually love and take care of, I always want to say him. It just amazes me. Like, you rather go hand out your fucking GoPro Solo cards and go to this stupid Aspire Chicago that I'm about to freaking look up. And your story, like, you think this is going to help you reach your story and reach a bigger audience to get your story out, but that's more important than getting a job and getting on housings, right?
while now.
Literally, yes. Yeah, Heather, good job. Thank you. Like, people are gang stalking me. Here is where I will be. I was at the Museum of Contemporary Art, Chicago, and I'm going to McCormick Place. Or, wait, is she at McCormick Place going to Museum of I guess she's at the I don't fucking know. I'm so aggravated right now. 13 minutes away. Is that driving or walking? Oh, that's driving. How come she doesn't have it on walking? If she always has to walk, don't you think it would, like, always be on walking? Weird. Very weird.
And I'd love to file suit, so it takes an hour and 25 minutes from the MCA to the McCormick Place. Xavier and I have made 2 stops. It's 9 a.m. We left at 5:30, let's call it 6:15 a.m. So it's 9 a.m. It's taken us 3 hours to travel under a mile. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing with my time?
Oh gosh. What are we doing with her time? Now we're stealing her time, guys. Golly. How did we steal that much of her time?
Love to file suit, so it takes an
And now she's going to file another lawsuit on us. Good job.
hour and 25 minutes from the MCA to the McCormick Place. Xavier and I have made 2 stops. It's 9 a.m. We left at 5:30, let's call it 6:15.
Okay, let me say, y'all made 2 stops. So, what the fuck were y'all doing at the 2 stops?
So it's 9 a.m. It's taken us 3 hours to travel under a mile. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing with my time, bro? Unauthorized. I've not given anyone permission to take my time. And again, if you want to bring up any bullshit, please feel free. I promise it doesn't compare to what was going on. Getting raped, getting robbed.
What does that have anything to do with what you suppose stop. None of that has to do with anything. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at unauthorized. So did she miss it? And she's blaming us? I hope she doesn't miss it. I don't know why. I don't know if I want to hear about it or what, but Please stop. This has nothing at all to do with all this stuff that you're about to talk about. We don't need to hear it. Please cut it off.
I ran into a grocery store after being held against my will and raped for a week in an unmarked location and stole a fucking protein bar, and you didn't do shit to help me, you're the fucking problem, not the theft of the protein bar. Do you not get that?
We're the problem, not the theft of the protein bar. Let the thief have the protein bar. Damn, people are crazy when they don't have their protein. So, of course, this feels like real, like, scammy to me. I don't know what it is, but just off the bat, it just seems like, oh, yes, we're going to help you learn how to make money, like, you're going to be rich and blah, blah, blah. And it's just not. I don't know if it's a scheme. Like, I don't even want to go down that. Okay, so it's Aspire. Aspire to Greatness, Chicago. Join us for the greatest event to inspire your growth financially, professionally, and personally, with guest speakers that will put you directly on the right path for 2023. Chicago, Illinois, September 28th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that was this morning. They just wanted to have some AC to sit in all day. What time? Freak. Was it 9 o'clock? I wonder, was it 9 o'clock? I wonder what time. I wonder if she's still going to go if she's late. Okay. All these freaking crazy people. I am not going to read all this. It's the number one event for high achievers. I guess it's kind of like motivational, but I don't know. I'm going to try not to put my full opinion up here. Get the best seat in the house. He's from Shark Tank. Number one female motivational speaker. Epstein. I'm not even going to read anything about you because I don't even want to read that. No. Fuck, bitch. You better go change your last name. He's from the Sharks, too. King of Exits. Has owned over 125 companies. Acclaimed culture influencing thought leader, life strategist, author, speaker, and counselor. Sales expert. Oh, man. Okay, so that's what I was also thinking was, how did they get the money to go? Like, is that part of what they were trying to wait for Xavier's dad? Was some of that money supposed to go to laundry and the tickets? Well, no shit. They're so stupid. See, it's backwards. Like, originally, it was $99 at the door. But then today, it's only $49. Well, no shit, because y'all want as many people as y'all can get. All y'all want is that fucking money. Today, for $49, you get the ticket, silver level seating, and an unforgettable time. One's for... Like, that. This tells me that not a lot of people are going, because That's just crazy. Like, at the door today, the gold was $200. Now it's $100. Like, I cannot. Oh my gosh. Top tier speakers, reach your goals. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that would be nice if she went and instead of thinking about her social media and her story getting out, she thought about her and her kids and her life and her family and those type of goals. And pray that's, I don't know, I just pray that's what she will be thinking about, what really matters while she's there, and not the stupid internet shit. Invaluable connections. That's so crazy. I guess we need to just see if she went. I'm so curious if she still went, even though she was late. She better. They were already probably almost there. You still need to show up if you're gonna go. That's something she would do with her doctor's appointment. Dang it, I'm late. Y'all made me late. Y'all took my time away, and now I'm late for my doctor's appointment, so now I can't go.